Fury against Deontay Wilder to remain undefeated.
As we look at that right hand, it was a grazing shot. Fury got out of the way, though, using his defensive acumen, and the right to the body by Deontay Wilder. I found it to be interesting. He used that stabbing jab, but there's that right hand. That was probably the best punch of the round for Tyson Fury.
And then just that quick little shot. The ring tonight, here we go. Round 20 starts right now.
Immediately, Wilder using his jab.
Deontay Wilder shooting that jab with the left hand to the body.
He's a lot more active, and he's trying to step right towards Tyson Fury.
Taking it to the body of Tyson Fury. The 1-2 down to the gut.
Wilder's been a lot more active in this fight compared to that of the second.
Now starting to headhunt a bit. Using some feints, something that was a point of emphasis with Malik Scott in training camp. They've had 19 months together to prepare for this moment, albeit the first time Malik Scott has cornered Deontay Wilder as the head trainer. In fact, commitment to the jab is something that was important coming out of the Wilder camp as Fury holds here.
Well, Fury's going to try to put that 280-pound frame or 277 frame upon Wilder to try to tire him out, because Wilder needs leverage to be able to unload big power shots. So Fury's looking to close the distance.
Fury,
big right hand.
Getting a lead left hand in against Deontay Wilder there in that exchange.
Grazing shot for Wilder on the top of the head of Fury. But Fury is very relaxed in there, Christina.
Looking very calm, using some feints there with the feet. Feints don't only have to come from up top from the shoulders. A lot of those feints come with that quick little jab step with that lead foot.
Nice right to the body by Wilder to Fury.
Wilder continuing to establish that jab downstairs, and now looks to go upstairs as he almost hooks the head there of Fury early. Fury brings the action back to the center of the ring now, using that jab to get back.
Let go, let go.
Russell Mora quickly breaking the two apart. Under 30 seconds now in round one. A lot of it from the jab. A lot of that jab to the body we've seen here early from Deontay Wilder.
Now Fury's looking to be the aggressor.
10 seconds left here in round one. And a good right hand lands, and a counter right hand from Fury. But that shot from Wilder on the counter.
As we look at the right hand from Tyson Fury, over the top, right on the left ear.
How do you like the sweep with the left hand first?
Well, it was the left ear. It was the ear that affected the equilibrium of Wilder in the second fight. While Fury's going back to exactly what he did in the second fight, Christina.
And he's backing Deontay up right here. That time initially with the jab just backs him up. And the jab doesn't even connect. It was the right hand that connected. But the point was it got Wilder on the retreat and had his back up against the ropes.
And there's the right. It was blocked by Fury, and then he answered back with the right hand right on the...
Round one, round two, let's see if he tries to pick up where he left off, as Tyson Fury has now planted his feet in the center of the ring.
Fury's very comfortable, and now he's trying to walk down Deontay Wilder. And with Fury, he has those little slight feints, Christina, that could very well give the Bronze Bomber issues.
Oh, we're talking about issues. Fury lands a big shot right there that sends Wilder back for a moment.
Punches in front. Back up.
Russell Mora briefly telling Wilder to keep his punches out front as he tries to tee up with the jab and unleash the right hand. Down with the left to the body.
Your hands.
Fury is so relaxed, picking his spots, not really under much duress so far. I wonder, though, if Wilder picking up gaining, being the heaviest that he's ever been, how will his conditioning be in the second half of the fight if it gets to that point?
No, Deontay.
Because he's carrying...
Firm warning there about holding and pressing down the back of the head there about Tyson after Tyson briefly made mention of it to Russell Mora, and then now Deontay's backing Tyson up a bit.
They both have had moments where they backed each other up.
This ring feels trading at two different speeds right now as that left gets inside for Tyson Fury.
You're holding.
A lot of that energy coming from the upper body of Deontay Wilder, but Tyson Fury, as we're under a minute left to go here in round two. The Gypsy King deflects that right hand and then looks to deliver one as they clinch once again.
So Wilder threw a right
Let
hand,
go.
landed a shove, but Fury answered right back. And Fury is trying to close the
Hands
distance
are free.
and
Come
put
on,
all
get
of
your
that
hands
body weight
free.
upon Deontay
Deontay, let him
Wilder
go.
to try to tire him out.
You let him go.
He's following a similar path as he did in the second fight.
It worked
No
just
need to
fine
fix
in
it.
fight number 2, absolutely.
Let him go. Let him go.
It's becoming a wrestling match.
He pushed
that we're
him
seeing.
forward.
Let him go.
He put his weight.
You throw an uppercut, because when he's coming in like that, you throw an uppercut, big right hand by Wilder.
Deontay in front.
Fury's got a hard,
Ray, let's take a couple looks at it
How you
here.
doing?
the right boom
You
on the
doing
left
okay?
ear.
Okay.
He is continuing
Coach, you all right?
to hit the left ear of Wilder, and then just the legs gave out underneath Deontay Wilder.
Thank you.
That right hand right on the
Get
side
that
of the
foot,
head
get that bucket
had him
now.
off battery as
Yep.
we get to round 3.
Fury has a gas tank. My goodness, a man that weighs 270 plus that can move like that is absolutely mesmerizing.
And it's been a really long training camp for both of these guys. They both talked to us about how it was a start, stop, start because of the time that the fight was delayed due to Tyson Fury testing positive for COVID in July, just 3 weeks out from the original scheduled date. These two again clash in the middle of the ring. Was overtraining going to be a factor for either of these guys? Was it going to be more of a benefit or a detriment that it got pushed back and they've had more time with the respective trainers? Questions to be answered tonight, being answered right now.
The action picking up here in the third round. The Bronze Bomber is in excellent physical condition, but Tyson Fury, he has a motor. There's a right hand, but blocked by Fury.
Yeah, Fury using his gloves, using his hands to continuously block and then push forward against Deontay Wilder as Deontay looks confident moving around the outside, fighting from the outside right now.
Kidding me?
Trying to wrangle these
You-
two heavyweights.
You couldn't pay me enough money to be in the way of those two guys.
Oh. Big shots landed by Tyson Fury here in round 3.
Oh, now they are slugging it out. There was a moment. Big
Oh,
right hand.
Wilder coming through with the
Fury's
right
hurt.
hand.
Fury's hurt.
He's coming forward with the right hand. Fury looking to hold here in the corner.
Let him go.
Fury smartly holding. Legs seem to be fine. Backing up, bringing the action back to the center of the ring.
Good stiff jab between the two. Left hook for Fury.
Deontay there with the overhand right, partially blocked by the left hand of Fury, but nonetheless inching closer and closer. That one slightly to the back of the head. He has now Tyson Fury backing up, and that's where Deontay Wilder wants him.
The Gypsy King retreat backwards. And I think Wilder knows he has Fury hurt. This is the best round so far.
Fury pressing forward, and Deontay Wilder goes down in round 3. Deontay Wilder is down.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Put your hands up. Come here. Give me your gloves. You want to fight?
And for the 3rd time in the trilogy, Deontay Wilder has hit the canvas, and Tyson Fury hits him with an uppercut. He is pressing forward, continuing to put the pressure on Deontay Wilder. Deontay has not recovered. Tyson Fury slips and looks to counter once again.
Let's take a look at it. The right hand, bang. Ooh, oh my goodness.
That was a big right hand, just like the same punch that Fury landed in round 3, but then didn't get a chance.
Gonna bring Christina.
I mean, it has just been an entertaining fight to this point. We expected nothing less.
I think the key is for Wilder. He's got to back up Fury. Fury wants to back up Wilder. That's the key. Who can make the other man fight off their back foot? And again, Fury is trying to target that left ear, Christina, and land that right hand.
Yeah, I don't know if it's intentional strictly to go towards the ear, but either way, I mean, the right hand is a force to be reckoned with wherever he can land it. And if it's on the ear, then so be it. As Deontay Wilder looks to land a big shot, but Fury smothering him a bit, putting his weight on upper body, even saying, you know, after the weigh-ins that he felt like with the amount of weight he could bench press, Tyson Fury.
Wilder is breathing heavy, by the way, Christine. I don't know if you saw, but in a swell of the
Oh, and he just ate a big shot from Tyson Fury.
That right eye is swelling of Deontay Wilder.
Stop! Let go!
We're seeing a bit of blood now in the mouth of Deontay Wilder.
Stop!
Oh, a nice right hand gets in. Nice combination there from Tyson Fury.
Back comes
And
Wilder.
back comes Deontay Wilder. Back and forth. Another big right hand from the Gypsy King. Backs up Wilder against the ropes, and he smartly tries to hold. Uppercut from Fury. Left hand.
And go! Stop!
Wilder's tired.
He is tired.
Give me your gloves.
He can barely.
Don't
I
lean
mean,
on him.
it is clear that Fury, his ability to put his body weight on him and the movement's giving him issues.
He went down there out of exhaustion, and here he is with his back up against the ropes once again, but he's just letting his body flail around somewhat loosely here, Ray.
There's a right hand on the top of the head by Wilder.
Ten seconds to go here in round 6. Tyson looking to shoot that uppercut on the clinch, but this Tyson Fury has been able to recover, and since the 2 knockdowns in round 4, has been dominant in these recent rounds.
Well, he was able to recover nicely and just continue. And we're seeing the pressure here with Fury. Bang. That right hand on the left ear again, Christina. Wilder can't get out of the way of that.
That one was on the chin. He wore that one on the chin right there, Ray. But nonetheless, it has found a home all night long.
It's the right hand on the ear, and then it's opening up everything else for Tyson Fury. And Wilder is so tough.
Even an uppercut there.
I mean, just...
Hold on.
On to the 7th.
Ooh, the second half of the fight begins now. Round 7 is where Tyson Fury got the stoppage in the last fight, saying that he wanted to get the stoppage earlier than that. But here we are. Can he do it here in round 7?
Let him go.
Well, this is the round that he finished off Deontay Wilder in the second fight.
In front, in front.
Look at Fury go.
And yet his body language is still so calm. Like, he throws these hard shots, but you don't see it coming with...
There you go. Good.
Not even a crazy sense of urgency. They just are such powerful shots. Deontay just hasn't been able to take them very well at this point in the fight.
Restrictions. The British fans weren't able to make their way here to Las Vegas, much to what they were able to do in February of last year.
Oh, big right hand again from Tyson Fury. Backs up Deontay Wilder. Again with the right hand.
Stop.
Yeah, those oohs and ahs that you would hear from some of these punches from Tyson Fury, had the crowd been able to be here, would have been amplified for the judges, but not the case.
Christina, when Russell Mora tried to separate them, he did so, and Wilder was off balance. I think that he is again being affected with those right hands on the left ear of Tyson Fury. That's a shot below the belt.
And a chopping right hand from Fury on the break. Wilder looking to throw within. Tyson Fury looking to go for broke here in the corner.
Stop. Let go. Let go.
Russell Mora breaking them up here. Just about 30 seconds to go here in round 7. But again, Deontay Wilder looks like he really has no legs. He looks just completely exhausted, Ray.
I don't know how much the Bronze Bomber has left. He's fighting on sheer guts and determination. And you know that he told Malik Scott, do not throw the towel in. That's why he fired Mark Breland. But how much more does the Bronze Bomber have left?
And yet Fury just so calm.
Let go of that rope.
What a beautiful performance of Deontay Wilder.
Oh, and he held it. Deontay Wilder held that right hand of his. The right hand might be broken. He threw it anyway, and he holds it again twice.
Keep this clean.
The right hand might be broken of Deontay Wilder, or a bicep injury again.
I'm not sure. He's fatigued nonetheless.
Oh,
we do know that.
Look at that right on the inside by Tyson Fury. And Fury just continues to stalk the Bronze Bomber.
here in round 8.
Well, he had Deontay Wilder in deep trouble in that 7th round. We are now on to the 8th.
Starting off strong with the jab is Tyson. Fury's still looking to continue to dominate, pick up where he left off there at the end of round 7, now to the 8th round.
Wilder is trying to bounce his legs up and down, and that to me says he's trying to get his legs back underneath him.
There was so many reasons that Deontay felt like the second fight didn't go his way. I really don't know what he's gonna say in this fight, other than the fact that maybe 20 months was a long time to prepare, but the Gypsy King has continued to get him backed into the corner, continued to land the right hand. Wilder has had no answer.
Just look at this. The fact that
a lot of these shots from Deontay Wilder, again, and just faster and quicker, as once again he backs up Wilder.
Wilder continues to get hit with that right hand over and over again. 94-51, punches landed in favor of Tyson Fury.
He's taken a few right here from Deontay Wilder, who for a brief second seems to have caught his breath as Tyson Fury takes a deep breath there, but almost 2-1 in punches landed for Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder here. And we're almost through 8 rounds.
What we are seeing from Tyson Fury is almost superhuman. I think he might very well be the actual Undertaker.
I mean, we knew he was the best boxer in the heavyweight division. He showed that. He showed that in the last fight. All he wanted to do was back it up tonight.
I don't know of any other man that would be able to get up from a rocket right hand twice in the same round as Tyson Fury has done.
Fury has been dominating the second half of this fight.
Well, you're seeing him just pepper Deontay Wilder, close the distance, smother the shots of the Bronze Bomber, the right hand for Fury, as he just continues to pour it on here in Las Vegas. Just combination punches. He's tying up what Fury does. He ties up Wilder. Christina, coming into this fight, there was questions about Tyson Fury. And how will he handle?
The doctor's now taking a look at Deontay Wilder at this point as Russell Mora calls for time.
There was questions about Tyson Fury. He had COVID. How will he respond? He had a child that was dealing with some issues, a newborn child. The fact that he had 2 training camps. He barely got to the United States, a 6-week training camp. Will he be burnt out? How's he going to handle COVID? The answer, the Gypsy King has responded to those questions.
Hey, so far so good here for the Gypsy King, despite being knocked down twice in the 9th round. He is
starting to take control and has been taking control.
In front, punches in front.
Doesn't seem to be breathing hard whatsoever. He's just delivering the punches as they come, finding his way to work inside. Wilder looking to land the right hand. Tyson Fury literally putting his chin out on the platter for Deontay Wilder, like, you're not phasing me.
You would think that that is professional suicide, but Tyson Fury did it, and he got away with it. Styles make fights. Deontay Wilder could probably...
even just those jabs right there.
Just stiff jabs. I still believe that Deontay Wilder's...
lead left hand from the Gypsy King. Deontay just a little slow with these shots too, Ray.
Well, I wonder if that right hand is bothering him, and now just Tyson Fury is a man possessed, barreling into him, muscling him around. He's a special fighter that we are witnessing in Tyson Fury, and a special effort by Deontay Wilder.
Wilder trying to hold here, trying to survive here at the end of round 9. Lands a good uppercut, does Wilder. He has Fury holding on to him now, but that is the end of the round.
Christina, didn't I call for the uppercut of Wilder?
Oh my goodness, there's the right hand that actually absolutely sweeps the legs out from under Deontay Wilder. Boom!
It's the right on the ear that continues to be place for Tyson Fury. Bang! And Wilder goes right to the canvas.
slips the shot and comes over with her. How about the slip under the punch and then with the right hand?
It's a slick guy, but here was Wilder towards the end of the round. He was able to fight on sheer guts and determine his head out there, and Wilder landed an uppercut.
It was a beautiful uppercut from Deontay Wilder, but came with just 5 seconds left in the round. But Ray, you're right. My partner here has been calling for that shot as Fury leans in, especially because Russell's letting him kind of work in close there.
He is. If I'm Wilder, though, you want to step back a little bit and then get that ability to gain the leverage and allow Fury's momentum, if you're able to land it, to work against him, because gravity and the power pressure will work against it. But still, right now, Tyson Fury is just the man possessed, and look at him batter Deontay Wilder.
It's to the point right now where it almost looks like Wilder's just doing what he can to survive, to keep himself in the fight, to try to give himself a chance.
And I don't think he's in any danger, per se, of being stopped based on an accumulation of punishment. I just think Wilder is so exhausted, and he's been hit with a lot of big shots, and he's been delivered a lot of punishment. But both guys have delivered punishment to the other.
Both guys have hit the canvas. Fury floors Wilder in round 3, and then Wilder has floored Fury twice in round 4.
Wilder's corner is complaining about rapid punches from Fury, and you know what? I agree with that sentiment. I mean, but look, when you turn your head, I mean, sometimes it's a judgment call.
I think something like that.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying you go ahead, but in their mind, it's like tit for tat, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So
I don't think it's been so one-sided.
No, just like tit for tat. So it's like, all right, you're gonna go and do that. I'll respond.
Boom! Boom! Goes the big right hand from Fury and drops Deontay Wilder for the second time in the fight here in round 10. That right hand.
And Wilder has just over a minute to survive and head to the 11th. He looks unsteady, Christina.
He's looked that way much of the fight, Ray.
Here comes Fury.
Can the Gypsy King Tyson Fury finish him?
4 knockdowns total, 2 each between the two.
Deontay Wilder showing some resolve to get back up. He always said, I'm going to go out on my shield no matter what. There's no quit in him. He has been floored now twice in this fight, but yet there's the right uppercut you were looking for. He throws it again twice. It's been his best punch of the fight. Look, he actually lands it, but answer comes from Tyson Fury with the right uppercut of his own.
Wilder was back on the ropes.
Oh, and he lands a nice shot on Tyson Fury. Fury taking some hard shots here at the end of round 10. My goodness.
What a fight. What a fight.
Wow. And he is, and still, undefeated. WBC lineal heavyweight champion of the world. There is only one. Tyson Fury.
Fury went out there and he stopped the most dangerous power puncher in the heavyweight division.
My goodness.
I mean, that was masterful.
What a performance from the Gypsy King. He took the fight to Deontay Wilder, suffered 2 knockdowns because of it, got back up and dominated.
Christina, I'm going to point out, ear was bleeding again. Fury did it again the second time.
There's a shot of it right there.
It was that right hand on the ear. What a fight. Revisit how the carnage continued here.
I mean, really the second half of the fight, Wilder fought up against the ropes, but that right hand just rocked the jaw right there, Wilder. Then there's another one. Wilder, really no answer. Russell Moore at that point honestly had no choice.
And Tyson Fury, bang,
that
straightforward.
Was it. He had no choice. Almost face first, 9. 100 and, I mean, this is just incredible. what we are witnessing right now. Tyson Fury, 277 pounds, just dipping under shots and throwing that looping right hand. I mean, the championship rounds are now.
Yeah.
What are we going to see? Round 11, round 12 if we get there. It has been a phenomenal fight to this point.
I'm very curious to see if Tyson Fury continues to execute this game plan, because you would think he's ahead big on the scorecards.
Okay, stop, let go.
Even with the 2 knockdowns, albeit. You know Fury wants to finish off Deontay Wilder. Big right hand.
Oh my goodness, and on cue, he lands again with the right hand. Shoots the uppercut. Deontay Wilder trying to hold here.
Wilder's exhausted. But man, does he have the heart of a champion.
Fury just pouring it on, snapping the head back of Wilder now.
A clean flush shot.
Oh my goodness, uppercut from Fury. Wilder just holding on for his life at this point. Honestly, Ray, how much more can he take? He's down, and it is over. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, stops Deontay Wilder in round 11.
Revisit how the carnage continued here.
I mean, really the second half of the fight, Wilder fought up against the ropes, but that right hand just rocked the jaw right there, Wilder. Then there's another one. Wilder, really no answer. Russell Moore at that point honestly had no choice.
And Tyson Fury, bang,
that
straightforward.
He had no choice. Almost face first.
I will say this, though. Look at when Fury lands. He throws, but he uses some of his forearm with it. He throws the right.
That was clean.
Well, that was clean,
that
yeah.
Was clean,
but there was,
right?
I mean, backwards. I meant a little bit going backwards, but bang.
Oh, my God.
That's a highlight reel.
Woo! What a
highlight
knockout.
reel.
We're going to see that on the loop for quite some time.
So now in Deontay Wilder, but look at this.
I mean, look. Wilder said he wanted to go out on his shield. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of going out on your shield. I mean, there it is.
Look,
on your chest,
look,
on your shield.
Wilder could have given up. He could have quit. He didn't. He gave it everything he had.
He had to go into reserve.
He did.
He did.
And he did.
Yep.
So if there was ever any doubt on the heart of Deontay Wilder, it got answered. If there's never been a doubt in the heart of Tyson Fury. But Christina, that guy, just a marvelous performance.
A concert to boot.
It was, and here was the 4th round that Wilder knocked down Fury not once, but twice. And how Fury got up, I don't know. He's superhuman.
I mean, you could almost say the same thing about Deontay Wilder, just the way that he continued to recover. He continued to get up from the knockdown, fought his heart out to this point, but something with the fatigue. We got to see what kind of happened there, because he looked just a little bit gassed early in the fight.
And here's the reason why I think he was fatigued, Christine, as we're looking at some of the action from the fight. There's that right hand. It was the fact that Fury tied up, and there was a knockdown, and this is when it really got bad for one Deontay Wilder. The right hand on the ear, bang. Down he went. Wilder was able to recover a little bit after that, but the right on the ear. And you saw blood coming out of the ear of the bronze bomber, and Wilder was able to recover. There's that exchange I was talking about. But Fury, unfazed, he was like...
Victory against Deontay Wilder to remain undefeated, to remain the king of the heavyweight division. For Marty Corwin, our producer director, everybody in the truck, Ray Flores, I'm Christina Poncho signing off from the T-Mobile Arena. Take care, everybody.